archives that tell the story of its beginnings. Elders share tales of a time when malaria and TB ravaged the population. Welcome back to Doc Wales Diaries. In this episode, we travel to the shimmering heat of the Arabian Peninsula, to Al Ain, United Arab Emirates, where camels tread ancient sands and gold-domed mosques rise beside mission hospitals. We walk the halls of a desert hospital founded by Christian pioneers, where compassion crossed cultures and healing birthed a royal legacy. We meet humble labourers serving in silence yet shining with faith. We stand before princes, listen in the grand majalis halls and glimpse the quiet power of bridge building in a Muslim land. This is a story of hospitality, service and sacrifice, woven through one of the world's most misunderstood regions. It's a reminder that light doesn't just survive in the desert, it thrives. So buckle up. In October 2006, my wife Stella and I received an invitation that would change our lives. The director of Oasis Hospital in Al Ain, UAE, asked us to join their hospital. I was to lecture the physicians and nurses on holistic care, create a diagnostic handbook, and lend a hand wherever needed. Stella, with her experience in managing medical centers in Massachusetts, was tasked with teaching English to the staff from 29 different countries and improving patient care systems. We weren't sure what to expect, but we felt a stirring, a calling, rooted in Ephesians 2 verse 10, that we are created for good works, prepared by God. So we packed our bags and stepped into the unknown. We knew this wasn't just a trip, it was a mission. The UAE, a federation of 7 emirates, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, and more, sits on the edge of the Arabian Peninsula, a land of stark contrasts. It's 90% desert, yet it's one of the richest nations in the Muslim world, known for its tolerance of other faiths. Al Ain, where we landed, is an oasis city, home to the historic Oasis Hospital, now called Kanat Hospital. Founded in 1960 by Christian missionaries, Dr. Pat and Marion Kennedy, this hospital was a beacon of hope in a region plagued by high infant and maternal mortality rates. Inside the hospital, the Majlis, a gathering space, holds archives that tell the story of its beginnings. Elders share tales of a time when malaria and TB ravaged the population, and the Kennedy couple, invited by Sheikh Zayed and his brother Sheikh Shakput, answered the call to service. By 2010, the hospital's golden jubilee, infant and mortality rates had plummeted to under 1%. This was no ordinary hospital. It was a testament to the faith in action. Even more remarkable, in 1961 a baby was born there, Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, now ruler of Abu Dhabi and president of the UAE. The hospital is stitched into the very fabric of the nation's story. Oasis Hospital was part of Cure International, a faith-based organization founded in 1996 by Dr. Scott and Mrs. Harrison. Cure builds teaching hospitals in developing nations, focusing on medical excellence, compassion, and spiritual care, especially for disabled children and their families. Their model is simple, yet profound, healing focused, teaching inspired, and culturally sensitive. They offer counseling, prayer, and support groups, fostering hope in the darkest of places. Stella and I were honored to serve under this banner, contributing to a legacy that included hospitals in Kenya, Uganda, Afghanistan and beyond. In 2007, I even represented Cure International in North Korea, working to establish a hospital for disabled children, a story I'm going to share in a future episode. Our time at Oasis was a whirlwind of purpose and connection. Stella dove into the chaos of the outpatient and emergency departments, where patients from diverse backgrounds struggled with confusion over costs and long waits. Drawing on her experience, she introduced a fee schedule to build trust and a number system to replace chaotic lines, a simple change that brought dignity to the process. At the nearby Tawan Hospital, we met Anne Kari, a nurse I'd worked with decades ago in the United Kingdom. Her insights helped us design better systems for Oasis, a reminder that God weaves our past into our present for a purpose. I'll never forget the Egyptian laborers we served. Men treated sadly as second-class citizens, toiling under harsh conditions to send money home. On Sunday nights, their worship services were a glimpse of heaven. Their testimonies of faithfulness to their families, despite years of separation, moved me to tears. Caring for them was a privilege, a reminder that every person is precious in God's eyes. The hospital's impact reached even the highest levels. Sheikh Zayed, the UAE's founding father, was born at Oasis, as was his son Mohammed bin Zayed, now the UAE's president. The Majlis displays photos of the royal family, a tribute to the hospital's role in their lives. Zayed, who lived among Bedouin tribes and resisted foreign pressures to secure his nation's future, never forgot the hospital's care for his people. Each year, the staff were invited to the palace, where we shook hands with the Sheikh and his whole family, their white robes gleaming, their gratitude palpable. It was a humbling reminder that love and service transcend culture and status. Beyond the hospital, we embraced the UAE's vibrant culture. Stella attended an Arab wedding where the grandmother, under her burqa, proudly showed off her jeans and Parisian lingerie, a delightful blend of tradition and modernity. We visited the ancient city of Fujairah, explored the bustling Al Ain camel market, and connected with friends in Dubai. These moments wove joy into our mission, reminding us that God's work is as much about relationships as it is about service. As Stella and I reflected on our time in the UAE, we saw ordinary people, Pat and Marion Kennedy, Scott Harrison, and countless others, transformed by their faith into instruments of God's love. Oasis Hospital, in a Muslim nation, became a bridge of respect and compassion, proving that love can heal even the deepest divides. In the scorching sands of the UAE, we found more than camels and heat. We found connection, compassion, kingdom work, done quietly but powerfully. Join me next time as we journey to northwest China's Uyghur region, where faith blooms under persecution and hope refuses to be silenced. Until then, grace and peace. Doc Wales.